Hello guys, today it's yet another exciting tutorial as I teach you how to make this 3D cup with Corel X7, and you can also do this with any Corel version if you are a if you are well if you have knowledge with Corel. Okay, so this cup we'll make it in Corel X7. As you can see, it has got 3D looks like it has been made by a 3D program, but this is from CorelDraw. So let's get started. As you can see, this is our cup in Corel. So let's create a new page so that we make our new cup. And this page we're going to make it. It's an A4, and we'll make it landscape. So first things first, you create a square. This square will serve as the cup. So then you create a circle. My this circle is going to make the cup look like 3D. My bad. I'm failing to align the circle correctly. So the circle should be aligned um with the edges of the rectangle that you have created. Simple as that. So we can use something like that as our for the circle, so that creates the cup, and then we duplicate using Control D and place it on the bottom, and there we have the cup. So now we are going to create another circle to make it look like bow like. As you can see on the cup itself, we're now creating this part which make it look sort of round. So that's the part which we are now creating now. Use these circles and align them to the edges. These circles should link together with the ones which we have already, so that it does not mess up. They should link together. Pardon for that. They should link together like this, forming sort of a bow like thing. I think this is sort of too thick, but we can do with that. The only thing here is for you to see how you can make yours which looks like this. So if I flip this and then put it here, it should fit exactly like the one which I have already created. If it doesn't match, it means I have a problem somehow. So it looks like we have a problem, so we have to fit this. Looks like the size of our cup are not equal, as I can tell. This is because this shape is not aligning. So you need to make sure that your lines, they are all equal, and they are linking well together with the circles which we already have. Because any gap which it creates, it gives us the wrong cup. Okay, so let's try and see if this really worked. So this box was just for giving us a guideline of how our cup should look like. So when you have something like this, you then highlight everything and you press world. World will unite all the parts of the cup, giving you something like this. And now we have that bowl shaped cup thing which we wanted to create. So this is the cup actually, and now I am going to create the handle. We'll use circles to create the handle. You draw a circle and you duplicate it with Control D, and you stretch it so that it reaches the size which you want your handle to be. Never mind about this part. The part which matters most is this one. This is the part that matters most. That's the handle of the cup. So I think my cup should be like this. So here we use trim. Trim will remove this part, and we'll use as we have to align our cup handle with the cup. This is our cup handle. Extend it inside so that you get the best handle which doesn't have these pointy edges, and you clip it inside. And I think almost that size is how the cup should look like. Maybe a little bit resizing and pushing it in. I think one can do with the end of a cup like this. So now we are going to use trim. uh, Make sure when using trim you click the first thing that you want to trim and then the next thing that you want to be trim to use for trimming. Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. Like I said, things can happen. So you click this first, and then using shift, pressing shift, you click this second, and bam, we have our handle. Our cup is slowly coming out, and now we want to create the inside of the cup. We create it by drawing a circle. This circle should line with the other circle, but this one shouldn't be that big, should be a little bit small, and this will determine the inside of the cup. So it doesn't matter, it will be finished, the work will be finished by bevel, or I mean by Gaussian blur, so it cannot reach the edges. You can leave it almost to the edges like that. Looks like our cup has got something there, but it's okay, we can leave it like that. Even in molding cups they make mistakes, so we can say also made a mistake. So now we'll create this part of the cup which we want it to be sort of like shade like, so we have to create something here that will go in line with the side of the cup. So to do that, I think I'll have to duplicate this, and when I duplicate that I take it out and duplicate it again. Duplicate and pull it up, put it up a little bit. Let's zoom so that we can see a clear view of what we want to accomplish. This will create something curvy, something really curvy, right? Something almost like that. And as you can see, this is this part of the cup. Let me show you so that you can. I'm trying to make this part of the cup, this shady black part of the cup. That's what we are creating here. So we use these Corel tricks. I enjoy them, like the trim out that one. Oh jeez, I didn't trim it all. We use the square to finish the job, and shift, and then you trim, and bam, you go. Now I have this thingy which I will use for this side of the cup. We'll resize it as we go, so I'll keep it out there. And this one is the one which I'll also copy and paste. So now we are going to the part that I like the most, when we shed the cup. Shading the cup, we use mesh. So with mesh we have to increase our meshes to three. Three can do. You can do even more depending on what you like, but I think this should take four, since this part should be black and this other part should be purple, which is the color which I chose. So now I'll click here, make it black, very black, make it 100% black, make it 100% black. So we are making this side black because this is the side that is away from the light. So making it black, make it more realistic. Here you can use a little bit, not too much black. This will make it more realistic, like the other side is shaded and the other sides are more brighter. So now everything will be made to be purple. Everything purple. Something like that. Now we are going towards the side of the light. So when we go towards the side of the light, we expect the colors to come out a little bit brighter. So here I'll use this to make it a little bit brighter, and here we'll use this color which is almost purple but lighter than purple, so that it creates a sort of a bright feel. I missed this part. Okay, so now they use the cup made with mesh. So mesh did good job here. So now we make the handle the same using mesh. As you saw it, the handle, we can prefer to make these three because it is very tricky. Like here you see things, they are not well aligned, so here it should be black. This part should be a little bit black. I tell you, this is the part of the curve that doesn't come out really well because the meshes, they are twisted, so it is a little bit difficult to get the right colors on the right places of the cup. So you have to be patient enough for you to accomplish this side of the cup, but make sure everything, like all these lines, they are in purple. Only a few should stay in black, but most of them should be purple. Everything here will make it purple. Only one node will be black for this edge only. like the nodes cannot shade the whole cup, so what we have to do is to pull them to where we want them to go. But this will tend to compromise the softness, like, and make sure you keep aligning your stuff. Oh, here I have another one which can be turned black, and here I have another one which can be turned purple. Too bad it's not turning. Make sure you keep in line with the shape of your cup. Okay, this part will fix it. Here we have a problem there. Looks like this part is a wall, sort of right, and that part make it purple again, because these are the parts which are close to the light. So now we are finished with merge. There we have our handle, and now we'll make this. We'll use interactive view, and this is the side which will be dark, and this is the side which will be light, since this is the side where the light is coming from. Now we have it. That's our cup. Now we will highlight the cup, all the elements on it, highlight it, and remove the outline so that we have clean edges. This cup here, the handles, they are not so impressive, so you can otherwise make them a little bit impressive. Yeah, like increasing the size of the attachment to the cup. That's too much. Using Ctrl Z. Just a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Now we have our cup. Next thing, we want to add these to the cup. This should come here, and this is what I hate most, making it align, making it look like it's in the cup, it's real. It's difficult, a little bit difficult for me. I hope you can do best on this. Pulling these nodes is really sucks. This side, I think I have to delete a node, pull it back, draw it back inside, draw it outside. Let's zoom there. This thing should not be move inside, it should move outside. So this will create sort of the rim of the cup for it to look a little bit more realistic. Too bad I'm failing. Okay, I hope this won't get messed up. Okay, now we have the cup, and now we'll paint that to black, and make sure we have all the edges well positioned. we duplicate it, Control D, and we flip it, and we flip it, and we make it go the other side of the cup, and we make it go inside a little bit inside of the cup, and using the nodes again, we zoom and make it thin and what it will reach. When it's applied, Guzain by it reaches. Okay, and this thing should be meshed because it needs to have some parts which are white, so we can mesh it. These center parts should be white like that. Same as this side, the center part should be white, just like that. Now we have it, we have our cup smoothened up, and now it's time to make it look more realistic on this rim. The rim, you got bitmaps and convert them. Say okay, you add Guzain blur. Oh, the blur is too high. They should disappear, but not too much. They should be just disappear a little. Just a little. Something like that will be fine. I told you this thing really sucks. Okay, and also this, you do the same. Convert to bitmaps. Okay, and add blur, Guzain blur, and we maintain the same blurry thing size. And also this circle, we turn it to blur for it to look a little bit realistic. Sort of something like that. I think that's the right size. So I think this one is not looking look. So we have to push it inside a little bit, and pull it down this side, pull it up that side, rotate it a little for it to align, and there you have it. And we kill its like effects which are too brightful with the transparency, and position it very well. And I wanted to, it got too transparent. Let's make it a little bit more right. It should be not too light, so we'll add an effect that will darken it, adjust, and darken it a little bit, not too much. I think something like that would do. Okay, so the rim of my cup is not looking the way it's supposed to look, but it actually creates that effect of 3D sort of like a realistic thingy. And then now what we have to do is to create those glassy stuff that you see on the other cup. Make it glassy. We'll use this. As you can see, our cup is round, sort of. So here we'll create something that complements this curviness, which we'll place on this side because that's the side which the light is coming from. So here I will create a window reflecting on the cup so it looks more realistic and complementing with the curvature of the cup. So I'm going to create this on this side, on the outside of the cup. It should be more realistic, I think. It should be all curved up so that it creates that 3D feel. Okay, now here comes the part I can say I like most, I hate most. Anything can do. This will subdivide. Yeah, turn it to 90 degrees. This will subdivide this so that they look like windows. So it's like this will go this side and this will go up to make it look more realistic. So I'm going to pull this a little bit down and use the curve tool. Here we make it curve, and also here we make it curve. So you pull the curve and you pull the curve. I think it's now curvy. Yes, it should be. Should not be too much. If it's too much, it can get messed up. This is my window. So in other words, I can use this, flip it to 90 and flip it sideways and delete this, delete that one. So now that was just a guideline. This will now serve the whole purpose of it. Okay, so this is this part of the cup. This part you see here on the cup. So now we'll highlight everything and trim and delete these. Now we have this window. Right, this window needs to be aligned with the cup so that it looks like it was there. So I can choose to put it here. Because there's some other stuff which should be put on the other side of the cup. So here we'll make this white, right? And remove the outline, say to none. Right, there we have it. Put it a little bit up, I think. Bit up, right? And then we create another one here. This will look like a door which is open or part of a window. Okay, this will curve it to follow the curvature of the cup. These will be reflections on the cup which we are making here. It should not be too much. Like you see, on every cup there are reflections which come when it is glossy. So this my cup here which I have is a little bit glossy, so it should have reflections that are more awesome. I will duplicate this to make it complement this other part and resize it to make it a little bit small, and twist it to make it follow the suit of every other thing on the cup. Resize it a little bit. And align it, something like that. And this will, I hope it will look the way I want it to. Okay, so now there is a person. If you stand behind a cup, you see that you will see your reflection there like a dark shadow. So now I'm going to create a lady reading a newspaper. This is the newspaper. This here, that's here, and that's the other end. It doesn't matter how you do it at the end, but it should create that feel of something is there. Like, never mind about my lady, she cannot look that wow, but she is the lady reading the paper in this office and drinking the coffee. So she is going to be on the cup. Yeah, reflection will be casted on the cup, and it will be a dark reflection, a very dark one. Right, and now we have to make it look heavy, to curve with the cup. Curve it using the envelope. Delete a few nodes, make them straight, especially these. If you delete them, you should make them straight so that you can easily control the flow of your work. Things you delete them and leave them curvy because we need them. So we use this, and make it follow the curvature of the cup, because this will stand as our shadow. This is the shadow of the lady drinking the coffee. Okay, now we paint this white and this white and this black. I think we should close curve, yeah, and this black, and we highlight them and we remove the outline. Right, now here we go. Now we use the transparency. The bottom should be more transparent. And on this too, to create a glossy feel. And this, oh, my bad. This creates glossy kind of feel of the cup, something like that. It's not looking good. It's looking a little bit messy. Right. And here the handle also should have its own um, its own lighting. Delete nodes, curve, lamp it, delete the node, place it there, and place this one somewhere there. Make it follow the curve of the cup. Control Z. I made a mistake there. Right, make it follow the curve of the cup to the point you think the light should come bursting on your cup. And also this side, you have to curve it inward and paint that white and remove hairline, and then add your transparency. Right, and place it almost on the edge. Right, there we have our cup, and it was nice teaching you this, but I think there's something which is missing with our cup fit. Like, yeah, that one was written coffee. Now let me show you how to do it to make it coffee here. So now it looks glossy, and now we add the text coffee. You can add any text you want, but me, I'm preferring to add coffee. My coffee, I'll make it bold, century gothic. I like this font. Make it bold, and place it here, and we make it white, and we use this. As I said, you should delete this, delete this, delete this, and only leave the corners. We should pull it up. Oh my god, this shouldn't be up, this should be a little bit down, and this should follow the curve edge. Here we are following this curve of the cup. Looks like my mouse is messing me up. Want to follow that curve of the cup, right, while maintaining our text. Yeah, something like that. And oh shit, Control Z, my mistake there. Okay, this part, it's a little bit messy. So this part should go down a little bit, but maintaining the size of the text. Something like that can do. It's not looking that fine. So you have to like to use some transparency on this thing so that it blends with the coffee. And then here this part, it should be a little bit dark, so you can try use the linear transparency, right, to make it blend with the shade. And if you want to, you can highlight it, add the background. Make sure when you add your background, the light is coming. Let's add the background, make it black, and using radial we can add our light using the radial interactive view. We have light bursting from that side. Let's remove the hairline of our background and turn it to none, and highlight our cup, place it at a strategic position that to make it look nice. And you can also add the reflection to your cup. You can take this part, duplicate it, and spin it. My bad. And spin it. Make sure it keeps the size of the cup right. It looks like you have to duplicate again. Take this, put it there, and this. So I hope this will trim. God doesn't trim. For this year, now we want to add transparency so that it looks, so we first convert it to bitmap so that we can deal with it, and now we use this part to curve it to follow the cup base, the base of the cup. It should follow the base of the cup. Should follow the base of the cup. Right, and then you add reflection. And cut this. Now we have our cup with a reflection. Fit and see your cup, how it looks like. It looks sort of 3D, and that's how you make a cup. Yeah, looks like my coffee is more offset. It looks like this part is too dark. Yeah, maybe this black, right, something like that. position this, and now you have your cup in 3D. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. And as for the spoon, you can put a spoon that simple. You can just add a rectangle and shape it to be a spoon. That's simple. So thank you for joining me on this tutorial, and this is Plumage HD Creations. You can contact me on my Skype, which is Skype. My Skype is this is my Skype, Steve Sky on Skype, and my phone number, I'm in Zimbabwe, 00263 if you're out of Zimbabwe, and 776392055. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial and it was helpful. You can do a lot with these elements which we have used on this cup. You can make a lot. Join me on the next tutorial as we do some crazy and awesome stuff. Thank you.